Hey everybody, this short video is going to be a guide to your exams. You've got the first one opening this Thursday, due the following Monday morning at 9 a.m., second one a week afterwards. Please follow along with the PowerPoint deck called Exam Guide. So, okay, each exam is worth 10% of your final grade, so take these seriously, do well. This is where we're testing you on the fundamentals that you're going to be applying through the rest of the course, through your term paper. So you really need to be solid on this stuff. Do whatever it takes to do a great job on these two exams, and you will be set for the course. Obviously, talk to me, come see me, ask me any questions you have. Make sure you've got this stuff cold, okay? So here's how exams work. A number of you have had me before for various classes, so please offer information or insights to your classmates. So, exams in this class are designed to determine whether you can apply theories to solve an ethical problem in real time, just like you would in the workplace. Just like I did as a lawyer through my career, just as I've seen people do in senior tech positions. And even in junior tech positions where you may be asked to do something that you think is hinky, and you need to know how to diagnose the problem, how to address the problem, and how to propose a solution in real time. You can't go home and look in your books and come back 2 weeks later with something. You got to be able to do it live. So that's the skill we're testing in this class. Also, do you have a toolkit for analyzing ethical problems? You're just like, I don't know, it kind of feels weird. Not good. Not going to fly. So you need to show that you can apply the tools. And can you apply those tools to generate a logical and consistent outcome? So you use your tools the same way in analyzing problem after problem after problem, so it makes sense. Okay. For answers to exams, my exams are generally 2 questions which may have an A part and a B part, or maybe long. Final exam is generally one giant scenario, and I'll ask a couple questions about it. So what I'm looking for is, per question on these exams, 500 to 800 words. A little longer is not a problem. Shorter, you're going to fail. Here's why. If you're looking at the slide called Exam Skills Challenge Level, easiest to do is bad and short. And I have one thing to say. I say it. It's right or it's wrong. Bad and long, I go off on some weird tangent about turnips or Bolivia or whatever, and it just doesn't apply. Good and long is what I'm looking for, where you take an issue and you explore it in depth. You pull out everything that's in there. I guarantee you my exam questions are packed with jam. There's a lot of stuff in there you can address. You can easily write 1,500, 2,000 words on this exam if you're writing tightly. So there's a lot of stuff in there to pull on. So good and long is what I'm looking for. Now, epic challenge level is good and short, where your writing is just so tight that you can express yourself clearly and fully and address all the issues in 800 words. That's graduate level stuff. I'm not expecting that. Do not try to aim for that unless you really think you're a super genius and you've got this material down cold. Good and long is what I'm looking for. So what length tells me is you've spotted all the issues, or at least a good number of them. I wrote an exam for this class 2 years ago for the section on applying professional codes of ethics. I put in 35 ethical issues I expected students to address. Top grade in the class hit like 9. People are doing better since then, but that's kind of the thing I'm talking about. I want you to make sure you've spotted all the issues. And here's what I do whenever I take an exam or anything like this. I see what I see. I write what I'm going to write. When I'm done outlining, I go, I have missed 3 issues. And then I go back and I pull out 3 issues. I spend however long it takes to find 3 more. And if I think the professor is as devious as I am, I'm then going to go, there's 3 more. But when I think I'm done, I will never, ever accept that as done. I'm going to look for more stuff. I encourage you to do that because devious and 35 issues per exam. I'm also looking for a thorough analysis, so not just name checking, oh, I see problems with this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy. But what is the problem? Why is it a problem? How are you going to solve the problem? By applying a theory to it. So thorough analysis. What's good? You identify the tool. I am applying deontology. Deontology is a system of ethics which believes that people have fundamental rights and we have a duty to each other to respect those rights. Bam. That tool fits. It's appropriate for my analysis. And I apply that tool to get an outcome that's meaningful. Vice President Jones should redo permissions on the app to allow for more inclusivity. And again, please note, I do not care what answer you reach, ever, ever. All my stuff is written so there's a good answer one way or another. So it's not like, oh, McKnight must hate this, so I've got to say it's bad. Does not matter. You should be able to argue both sides of an issue. It's good, it's bad, it's a perfectly fine feature, it's a terrible feature, whatever. I do not care which one of those you pick. What I want to see is that you're supporting your answer logically by applying a theory to evidence. You're being a scientist here, just like in any science class. Okay. So model answer identifies the problem, identifies the tool you've chosen, applies the tool, generates an outcome, and explains why it matters, what's going to happen. Okay. In the exam guide PowerPoint, there is a model answer from a student from a couple years ago, a paper. Okay. So I put in half the question and gave the question. The prompt is 500 to 700 words on 2 parts. This is just part 1. So you see the question, and in the student's intro paragraph on the slide marked intro paragraph, they say what theory applies, they define the theory, and they explain it in some detail. Next paragraph, they apply the theory to the facts of the situation. Next paragraph, they take more evidence to say this theory applies. Then they say, and in a conclusion, they say why it matters and how it affects the outcome. Bam, a paper. That's what I'm looking for from you. So you've got a student example right there. Okay, that's it. Contact me if you've got any questions at all. Otherwise, just, kill this next weekend. Thanks.